Hugga bugga bugga. All right, so check it out. We're doing a leaky valve today. This is on drip tubing. All right, this is actually going to be a drip tubing connector because somebody cut it. They probably just put some clamps, blah, blah, blah. Right? And we're talking, that's about how much water was coming out. Right? Leaking. Oh, there you go. You can still see it. And that's actually the residual pressure still coming back out. All right, but other than that, back to a leaky valve. Irrigation valve, y'all, irrigation. All right, so the easiest way, if you come outside and your stuff is leaking, and leaking for days or something's always wet, you probably got a valve we call it leaking valve. It's not sealing up all the way. All right, so basically, the easiest way, if you got 6 valves and you need to find out which one of those are leaking and you don't know which one it is, then all you do is you come down here, you put your ear ball down there. You're not gonna hear it right now because I got the water turned off. I'm on the clock, supposed to be working for the boss, not the homeowner. And so I didn't have time to come back here, video it, and then go back up there and turn the water back off. But for drip tubing, y'all know what drip tubing is. It's basically something that's got every so often it's got drip emitters that punch out, I don't know, 1/4 gallon an hour, 1/2 gallon an hour, something like that. Depends on what you get, and you can actually add emitters to them. Back to the leaky valve though. Today we're actually doing a Rainbird DVF, domestic violence freak. I probably shouldn't say that, but DVF. All right, so all we're going to do today, what I'm going to tell you is you want to find out which valve is leaking. All you got to do is put your ear ball up to it, or you're going to take a piece of pipe and you're going to use the pipe as a, you can actually use about anything. I use a shovel sometimes, but basically just stick it on there and then put your ear ball to it. Hey, and you will, you can hear it. You can actually hear it leaking. So see if I can zip this through. Easiest thing gonna be is to pull the solenoid out. Don't break the solenoid. Don't jack it up. Some of these got springs. I'm not sure what this has got. Yeah, see, this ain't got no spring. Oh my God, we sprung a leak. So just keep that out of the way. There's no need to cut it, mess with it. If y'all don't know, that is a bleeder valve. If you turn that, you'll start bleeding. No, I'm just joking. It's a manual turn on. If you want to come out here and turn it on, you hit that thing and you'll be good to go. Now the other thing that you do is you take this water and you use this water to clean up. Sounds crazy, but you know, when you're working during the day, you ain't got time to go out here and damn clean stuff up like a maid. Alright, but before we do that, I'm going to zip this one off. This one's actually, y'all don't know, this is a solenoid. If you got a valve that's not coming on, I thought my thing wasn't recording. If you ain't got a valve that's coming on, not coming on, it's probably the solenoid. It means the solenoid's gone bad, like a $10 fix. If you call me out to fix it, I'm charging you $80. It is what it is. We got to make money. I got to get my GoPro, y'all. I bought one and never even used it. Here, just look at me while I work. Ain't sure what y'all can see, but damn boss man come around and see me jib-jabbing to myself on the phone. He might damn call the mental institution. Alright. And when you turn, and you can actually, the other thing you can actually do is you can actually take these solenoids and use them as a bleeder valve. Oh, lost a screw. 1, 2, 3, 4. Where's my screw? Where's my screw? Oh, no. You can actually turn the solenoid a 1/2 turn, a 1/4 turn, and you'll be all right. Now, something that this one has, this one don't have like the other one does. This one's, they're orientation directed. Now, just remember, for whatever reason, other thing to remember, the solenoid is always on the output side. That's where my finger's wobbling at over here. It's always on the output side. If you look in here, can't see nothing. If you look to the right, that is the output side. If you ever come down here and you say, you can obviously see it says flow right there. I can, maybe you can't. But you always, solenoid is always on the output side. That is the way the water is flowing. Anyways, you got to make sure this one goes back in the same way that it is. It's got the 2 dots right here. It's not going to go the other way. It only goes one way. All right, and that's all it is. Pull it out, bada bing, bada boom. Then you're going to set that one to the side. Keep this, don't keep it, whatever you want to do. Solenoid is good. It's actually cheaper just to buy the whole valve and replace the guts than it is to dig this whole dang cylinder, this whole valve out and replace the whole valve. It's also cheaper than what the hell do you call it? It's cheaper than just buying a solenoid. If you was to buy just a solenoid, it would be almost as much as just buying a thing on it. Now you look right there. Anybody see? We got a couple floaters. Alright, just do a little cleany, get the old finger bang action going on. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that thing all wet. Ugh. Oh yeah. All sorts of something in there. Some type of blue something. Anyways, you're gonna take your new one. Make sure your new one lines back up. Make sure it pushes down. Make sure it looks good. Oops, I'm all up on the... I actually thought about coming to work and just videoing. And I told the boss man that I'll come to work and, you know, I'll take some money if you give it to me. But... yeah, I'll go ahead and put the new top on. I'm not really a one-handed person here. I'm gonna take the screws out on this one. Alright, we're back. Oh, Jesus. Oh. And we normally set this on like a 7 or something. Yes, yeah. Tighten that one a little too tight. Alright, and what you'll notice if you look right inside of there, you want to make sure that that gasket, that rubber piece is actually in there properly. Make sure it didn't shift on you. And then when you lose a screw, you just take one out the old one. Yeah. I think it's an 8 on a D-Volt. Come on, Betty. Right. Make sure the bleeder valve is screwed down. And what you do with this one is you want to do a couple reverse turns. Reverse. That way when you put it in its hole, the wires ain't all jacked up real bad. Right. You screw it down. Yeah, if you turn this thing, I don't know, a half a turn or something, it will activate the zone. But it's also got a bleeder valve, so just remember that. Sometimes we've had the bleeder valve stripped out and you just can't really use them and so it's just easier to turn that solenoid. But that's how you identify and fix a leaky valve. Just so we're clear, there's multiple types of valves. They are not the same. Oh, and this is actually a flow control. This one does not have it, if you notice. See the big hole in the middle? You see the big thingy in the middle? That's a flow control. So what you can do is you can actually stem down. There's a couple reasons. You can actually stem down the valve. Say if it gets stuck on, like it's leaking, you can actually stem it all the way down. Or if you got I'm trying to think of what's the other one. Sometimes the valves don't want to shut off all the way when you turn the water off, and so what you do is you can actually stem that valve down, and it'll help control that pressure, so when the valve shuts off, the water pressure equalizes or something or another, and it shuts it off. Well, I hope that helped you. Let me know.